Well, hi guys. Thanks for joining me again. It has been a while. We are moving house, so if you ever moved house, you know it can be very busy times. But I'm back here, and this class is for beginners. Yeah, abdominals Pilates class for who is starting Pilates journey, and how you can effectively activate your abdominal muscles. All right, let's go through. All you will need is your mat. Okay, so place your feet flat on the mat and in line with your hips. Good. And arms by your side. All right, find your neutral pelvis. So if you're not too sure, you can go back to the previous videos for beginners and check that one out. So you have a neutral pelvis and a neutral spinal alignment. From here, you're going to pick up your left leg and your left foot and bring into tabletop alignment. Yeah, tabletop alignment in Pilates when your knee is directly on top of your hip, your shin in line with your knee also, and then place back down. So you're hinging from the hips, and then you're going to do the same with your right leg, put back down. Yeah, adjust if you need to, shoulders away from your ears. And you're going to pivot from the hips, alternating legs. So the hips and your pelvis, they're not moving, you're not rocking, you're not tucking or extending the tail, meaning this, or arching through the lower back. That's what I mean. So it's just neutral. So hopefully you can start to feel that your lower abdominal muscles are being activated. It's winter in Australia. I have the fire going. And synchronizing with your breath, whatever breathing pattern suits you. I like inhaling and exhaling, putting back down. Good. Hip. Let's do one more in each. Torso is also not moving, shoulders. Okay, put it back down. Now you're going to bring the left leg into tabletop alignment and the right leg into tabletop alignment also. Good. Arms still by your side to give you support. Back of the shoulders down on the mat also. All right, from here we are going to do a toe tap. So you're going to move the left leg as far as you're not arching through your lower back. So if you have moved your leg down and you feel that you are lifting, your lower back is lifting off the mat, stop right there. I'm exaggerating here. I'll just actually move my arm. So let's say you're here. Yeah, no. So we are going to lower, tap, yeah, keep disengaged, and alternating legs. Tap, tap. It's trickier than he looks if you're with me. Yeah. So keep your lower back onto the mat at all times if you're not sure about the pelvic alignment. And hopefully you can start to feel your abdominals being active, your deep abdominal muscles being working hard. So you're not rocking, piking your hips, and not changing the pelvis alignment. Good. See how the 90-degree through the knee angle is also there? So we are not just tapping like that. That's a different exercise. So you're going to hinge and keep this tabletop alignment at all times. So that is also an important item there to remember. Okay. So let's do one more in each because we did plenty. And then release. So I am increasing the difficulty here. Now we are going to extend the leg out, away from your center. Yeah, as far again as you can keep this engaged. Yeah, so and then bring back in, alternating legs. If you are in the right alignment, you should be feeling your abdominals straight away. Good. So you might just extend your leg out like so. Yeah, if you are starting, because it's a beginner video, you might even be here. Or if you have done that before and you have practiced more abdominal exercises, then you may extend a bit further down. Or you can go really nice and long, all the way down the mat. Reach, bring back in. You might not feel in the first repetition, but after a few, you should be definitely feeling your abdominals on fire. Let's do 3 more in each direction. Shoulders are relaxed. Bottom ribs are trying to lift for me, so softening that mid back down the mat also. One more. And then release back down. Feet flat again. Now interlace your hands behind your head. Okay, I have seen versions where your elbows are within your peripheral vision, and I have seen ones that are really wide, whatever helps you to connect through your center. Okay, legs in line with your hips, feet also. Interlacing your hands behind the head. Take a big breath in, and you're keeping your neutral pelvis here too. Exhale. Tuck the chin to the chest. Coming to your chest lift, we call in Pilates, and then lower back down with control as you inhale. You can always change the breathing pattern if it is one that I'm suggesting to you is not doesn't feel good in your body for any reason. Shoulders away from the ears. So you use your hands as a hammock to roll back down with control. So you roll back down with control, but you don't lose the connection through your abdominals, if that makes sense. Yeah. If you can, remember to keep breathing, whatever breathing pattern. Otherwise, exhale on the effort is another tip. Try not to move your hips, rock. 4 more. Try not to tuck the tail as you chest lift, and I tend to do that too. Lengthening through the tailbone. 1 more. Okay, so let's add both components now. So you either here, okay, alternating legs as we just practiced. Ooh, I rock my hip a little bit. Or you can start from the tabletop leg alignment and then come into your chest lift and then lower back down. 10 of them. All right. Good breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, 1 more layer into this, and that's it for today. On this exercise, you're going to come onto your chest lift and then either toe tap and then reset, like I'm doing it, and then alternating legs. Or you can go extended leg as a chest lift. Chest lift, extend or toe tap. Let's say left, reset. Extend the right leg out, reset, lower back down. Ideally, shoulder blades are off the mat on your chest lift. We are doing 3 more. In each leg. So 2 more sets. And release. Place your feet on the edges of the mat and do a windscreen wiper with your knees, and you can move the head side to side also if it feels good. Just try to keep the back of your shoulders down on the mat while you're doing the windscreen wiper. Let's do 1 more in each direction. And then center and release. Okay, 1 more exercise that is good for when you start in Pilates, and we do quite often, is single leg stretch, double leg stretch, hamstring pull, and crisscross for the obliques size. And we are going to go across the body. So we are going across the body, lower back down, across, and then back down. So it's find a tiny bit more challenging than the parallel, yeah, because your hips will try to rock a bit more and it's easier to come out of the neutral pelvis. So just checking if your pelvis is rooted down on the mat as you're rotating the rib cage towards the opposite thigh. And then release, but don't lose the connection. Okay, let's do 1 more in each side. Just so you know, this is the hula, and that's activation of your obliques. But it will make sense when I put all the exercises together. Lower the head down, bring the right knee close to your chest, yeah? And you come into your chest lift. We just practice this chest lift when your shoulder blades are off the mat. There is a space between the shin and the chest bone, and you reach the left leg nice and long. You can always lower the head down for this series. The left hand is on top of your right knee and your right hand on the shin, like so. So your nose is almost kissing your right knee. And then you switch the legs. Switch without moving the pelvis and the hips. And switch. Pose, pose. Switch, pose, pose. Switch. And switch. And switch. 1 more and switch. And this is the single leg stretch. Progressing or increasing the difficulty is a double leg stretch. So pull both of your knees close to your chest. I have a video that explains only the double leg stretch separately. Close to your chest. Now you're extending both arms and legs out. Circle the arms around and then pull back into the ball shape like. And again. So if you need to practice that, but you're not quite ready to keep the chest lift, you can do this variation, lowering the head. 3 more. Or go back to the single leg stretch. 1 more. Good. let's go into crisscross. So we add the cross that we just practiced before, pull the knee, and the single leg stretch leg movement. So we rotate, left armpit towards the right thigh, and then we rotate and move the legs. So switch the legs as you move the rib cage, like that. Pay attention on the hips. They really try to rock on this one, like I just did. But I adjusted. So yeah, it is no Pilates competition. It's your own practice. Good. All right, let's do 2 more. One more. And the last one is the hamstring pull or the scissors. So your legs will go like that. It's the L shape. Hold anywhere you can on your leg. And you can leave your head down again for this exercise. Or you can come in chest lift as we have been practicing these both variations. And then again, you switch, scissor the legs, and hold your legs. So your legs are coming towards your hands, shoulders down, pardon me, and switch again. Same concept with your hips, not rocking or moving or piking. Yeah. So you pose and pose, pose, switch, pose, pose, switch, pose, pose, switch. Again, can you stay here? 3 more and that's it. Ooh, now the fire is really pumping. I'm sweaty. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Really. That was a really good series. Hold the back of your thighs. Roll up. Very good. Cross your legs. Reach the arm up and over. Doesn't matter which one. So bending through the elbows but keeping your sitting bones down on the mat. Just a release or any release of your choice. I chose this one today. Modified mermaid or side reach. So it's a side bend of your spine. Let's do 1 more in each direction. Up and over to the other side. Yes, sorry. I'm bothering your sleep, my dog. Okay, roll the shoulders 3 times. 2, 1 more. Good. Move the head side to side. Release any tension around your neck area. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoy it and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.